Hey guys, I'm Lewis Cahill from Gink and Gasoline. We're here on the Deschutes River at Fort Hickman, the home of Fish the Swing, and we're swinging flies for steelhead. And I'm going to show you guys how to rig a tube fly. A tube fly is tied without a hook on a hollow plastic tube. The hook is tied directly to the leader. Here I'm using 15-pound Maxima. We're going to pass the leader through the tube starting at the front and coming out the back. We can then let the fly hang without it getting away. To secure the hook, we're going to use a surgeon's loop, and we're going to tie that loop before we attach the hook. We'll double the line over, and then we'll make an overhand knot that passes through twice. A surgeon's loop is a very strong loop knot. It's what we call a 100% line strength knot, which means it will be just as strong as your leader. Once we've tied the knot, pull it secure, and make sure that the loop is about the same length as the shank of your hook. Then trim your tag end. I'm going to use a number 4 owner hook with a turned up eye. We're now going to pass the surgeon's loop through the eye of the hook. I'll start by pinching my loop and making a little point on the end, and then I'm going to pass it through the bottom side of the hook first and out the top. I'm then going to take one leg of that loop and I'm going to wrap it around the shank of the hook so that the hook is effectively snelled into the loop. We're going to wrap it around as many times as is comfortably possible to take up the slack of the loop. Once that's done, we'll pull the leader until the loop knot snugs up just to the bend of the hook here. Then it's time to bring our tube fly back to the hook. The surgeon's knot will stop the fly by hanging in the tube. Then we want to stroke the materials of the fly back and gauge the length. By snelling this hook, we've given ourselves room for adjustment, and we can pull the hook until it hangs just at the very back of the materials. You don't want your fly to have a hook that hangs out the back because that's dangerous for the steelhead. It can hook them in the tongue and cause fish mortality. You want the hook to dangle right at the end of the materials so that when the steelhead nips at the fly, the first thing he gets is the hook. Then the last and most important step is to be sure and pinch your barb. Wild steelhead are a precious resource, and we have to be sure and take care of them. And there we go. There's your tube fly, rigged and ready to swing. Tube flies have become the standard for catching steelhead. Don't be intimidated by them. Get out and give them a try. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to pinch your barbs.